move made this offseason so far, at least?
It's actually Bogdanovich, not because of where he wound up, but because of where he didn't. You know, the Bucks need to keep Giannis in Milwaukee, obviously. And Giannis is the kind of guy who would stay there, it seems, who wants to stay there. But the owners played the town and Giannis cheap last season when they let Brogdon sign away. And the importance of that is when you need to make a move for a guy like, say, Chris Paul, which is also a huge move, obviously, right, in the offseason, you need to match salaries. And you need to be able to trade talent in those kind of deals, but also keep your nucleus intact. So when they let Brogdon walk out, they lost a really good either piece going forward or trading chit, right? They lost one or the other, but that's gone. So what happens this season? They got to do something. Or like if Giannis has no path to a championship, why would he stay? So they did a very good thing in terms of the moves they seem to have made. Jrue Holiday, who could be a real playmaker, especially in the playoffs. A guy who you could put Giannis in the dunker spot, or you could do a lot of different things. And Holiday, who plays up to the moment and who can play defense and who can shoot and who can create and do all those things, is a great pickup. And with Brook Lopez, who can defend the rim and shoot the three, even though he didn't shoot it great this season, but he can. We've seen it the previous season. We've seen it in his career. When you start, and Middleton, a real good two-way player, Bogdanovich fits into that starting five, and you look at it and you go, damn, that starting five, even if there's not another superstar in it, that's going to be a problem. And when the Bogdanovich trade got undone, and now he won't be in Milwaukee, that really makes a difference. Because Perk, not only can he shoot, but he can pass. He has a high basketball IQ. He's just a very good functional player who can do things with the ball but doesn't need it in his hands to be effective on offense. That was a big blow for the Milwaukee Bucks and for their ability to sign Giannis to a supermax and keep him in Milwaukee. For that reason, I think that's going to have the biggest ripple effect.
Well, Max, I don't disagree with you. I actually like that Bogdanovich to Atlanta. I think him and Trae Young might be the best scoring backcourt in the league this year. But when you think about the biggest free agency, the biggest free agent, who had the biggest free agent signing, you can think of one city, Los Angeles. And when you think of Los Angeles, you think of one movie comes to mind, Friday. And guess what? Rob Pelinka was Debo, and Lawrence Frank was Red. And Rob Pelinka walked up on Lawrence Frank and said, "What you got on my 40, homie?"
Fucking that
and
chain.
Lawrence Frank was like, "Well, what you mean? Well, what you mean? Well, what you mean? What you mean, Rob? What you mean? I don't want no problems. I told you about selling these CDs and shirts on my corner. Now I'm going to take your sixth man of the year, your second most consistent player, and I'm going to take him to the Lakers and let you know that we still run this town." And, Max, don't give me about this upgrade of